You're watching Morning Coffee on Wayne 15 Plus. Casual conversation that will fill you to the brim. The menu includes trending topics, current events, and a large side of fun. Grab your cup, pull up a seat, and join us for Morning Coffee.
Hey, welcome to a Wednesday edition of Morning Coffee. Pat Hoffman along with Bryce Crossman. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Crossman. Okay, so Bryce
Crossman
produces our noon show and the weekend morning show. He does Wednesday through Friday for Morning Coffee as well. So Sierra's out today. Bryce is in. Shalpy is here as well. And Shalpy, you got some warm temperatures for us.
Yeah, really nice. Temperatures today, upper 60s and upper 70s tomorrow. So the chill is gone for a couple of days. It's coming back, though, on Friday. As I said earlier, you know, it's the old deja vu all over again.
Yes, Yogi Berra is
famous, one of his famous sings.
Right.
It's one of my favorites.
I mean, it seems like we've had all or nothing. We haven't had much of like average.
In between.
It's either we're really warm or we're really cold.
Yesterday was closer to average. I think we got to 49. Our average is 51. So yesterday was kind of a typical late March day.
And sometimes we miss that too. Like I'm someone who loves spring. I hate it when it goes from like winter right to summer. I like that gradual.
You need that transition.
Yeah, I mean, because I love like a sunny mid-50s day.
And the problem this time of year is that we're transitioning, of course, from winter to spring. When that happens, that jet stream is very strong because we still got the polar jet stream from the winter, which is our strongest jet stream, and so that is going to bring in. How many jet streams do we have? Well, I mean, we have several jet stream patterns that are set up, but the polar jet stream normally controls what happens during the winter. So it's going to bring down colder air, and when we have that clash of air masses and that big change in pressure, that's when we get severe weather. And the other thing is that helps the severe weather is that it moves very, very fast. You know, as we get into the summer, the jet stream moves slower and slower. You know, and they call it the lazy, hazy days of summer. Usually you don't get a lot of severe weather during that period. So really, it came earlier this year. It's usually April to June. So we just got, we're just kind of starting things, but that polar jet stream is still active, and so that's why we get these big swings. I mean, we're going to have a high of 77 tomorrow and then a high of 43 on Friday. So it's just like what happened between Sunday and Monday.
So have we hit 80 yet?
I don't think so.
I know we got close. Got close.
Yeah, we don't want to really see that. We don't want to see the really hot weather in March, especially.
No, I agree.
The year that we got the really hot weather, you know, we had 85 in March, was the year of the drought. You know, we had 100, 102 in July. It was a terrible year.
I hate that heat. I hate the heat. I hate the heat so much.
We do not want to get too warm too quickly. And that's what's happening in California, which is not good at all. I mean, they've already been in the mid-90s, which is the warmest ever for this time of year. The problem is we had kind of a La Nina year, so they had more rain, they had more vegetation, and that vegetation is already starting to dry out. More vegetation means bigger fires, and it's a terrible cycle that they could be in there, which you know ultimately does affect us too.
Oh yeah. So Bryce, we were briefly chatting prior to the show. You're from Fort Wayne, correct?
No, I'm from the southern Huntington County.
Southern Huntington County. So
you're from the
area. Yeah.
And are you currently living in Fort Wayne?
Yeah, I moved to downtown Fort Wayne back in October.
Okay, and so I overheard something. I was mentioning that Ethan was here because we had gone to Cindy's.
Yeah.
You have never been to Cindy's Diner?
Never been to Cindy's Diner, and actually just a couple weeks ago before I left for my vacation, I went to Coney Island for the first time too.
Oh, okay.
So again, I live it's like a 15-minute walk, and I'm like, I know there's a couple things downtown that I can walk to. I don't like seeing people. I'm too much of an introvert.
Well, if you're an introvert, I mean, Cindy's, you just go at an off-peak time because it's, we have some pictures that just put in.
What'd you label it? There too.
Yeah, they do have
warm enough.
Yeah, they do have.
I've done that before. Just eat outside.
Honestly, for the photos I've seen, it reminds me a lot of Big Dipper in Converse, Indiana, which is another small town diner.
Yeah, it's just one of those like if you're living in downtown Fort Wayne, plus, honestly, it's good to get out and get a walk.
I think the original.
Yeah, those pictures that I have of breakfast, there is the infamous Cindy's Diner, of course.
Also, did they move that? Like
They
Yes,
did.
they
It was-
did.
it was
Yeah.
big
I think
news.
Ethan did like in the archive story when he was doing that like forever ago.
Yeah.
So I thought that was insane.
When
Yeah,
they did,
it's so
I think it was
cool.
because of the improvements downtown or something like that. But
I can't remember. It's like I can't remember it off the top of my head exactly where it was at, but it wasn't far. But
I thought it was on close to Harrison before.
But I mean, it's just a great landmark in downtown, and to think of just the way downtown has changed so much. And you mentioned Coney Island, obviously that's in the same place, but just all the growth around there. But they still found a beautiful little spot for Cindy's Diner. But we went there yesterday with. That is what it's most famous
that
for.
garbage?
The plate of garbage. So that's what it's called.
Yeah.
That's what it's called because it's got a little bit of everything
I
in
thought
there.
that's not just eggs. That's just
It's a lot of
chorizo
stuff.
is the main
Chorizo.
meat in
Oh,
there, and
okay.
onions, and like that is literally like when you look at the menu on Cindy's Diner,
it just says plate of garbage.
garbage.
No,
yeah.
it's just garbage, not plate of garbage. It's just garbage.
The,
They,
but it's fantastic. I mean, that's
you've never heard of that before?
We gotta
You've
come
heard of
out and see
garbage
Bryce.
before? They're not the only restaurant that serves that.
yeah,
but
that
they
is the
kinda made it
menu. I
famous.
know at other places, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of what they're most famous for. They got
Right.
So funny.
like any diner, they've got like a huge menu, and
Yeah.
it is. Trust me, it is all good.
And
But,
I think the original, well, I know the original owner, I think he named it, I thought it was after his wife or his daughter, Cindy. And then,
oh, I thought you were talking about
yeah.
garbage.
No, 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 no.
It's like, wait a minute.
I hope not. And then the one that took over, she used to work there, and she was known as Brat. But she kind of took over the place.
But that's funny. We do have one more picture, I think, of the three of us. Yeah, so
there we are.
Ethan, of course. Let's pose for a quick photograph. Ethan, being Ethan, of
Oh, that's
course.
Lance, Dancing
It
Lance?
was Lance's first time at Cindy's Diner, so we all got a plate of garbage. Lance's, he got the ham, was the main. Ethan and I both got the chorizo. But it's kind of cool because like it's you can't quite see on the wall there, but it says we serve the world 15 at a time because there's only 15 seats in there. It's just like shaped
And
like
it's-
an
it's
L.
tight.
It's tight. It's tight, but it's. I mean, we met like a lot of viewers, and they always have 15 on at Cindy's, which is kind of cool. So we appreciate that. Great coffee to have morning coffee at Cindy's Diner. But I remember going there one of the very first times I was ever after I moved here to Fort Wayne. Someone said, "Oh, you got to go to Cindy." So once you go, you know, I hadn't been back in a while, but they do breakfast and lunch. So.
All right, I think I'll try to swing by there either Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, so living downtown, I mean, that's got to be a pretty fun experience because it's like, I wish you could, well, do you remember downtown Fort Wayne from when you were a kid? Because it's completely different.
No, we really came up here for the Tin Caps games, and you know, me not driving, I was like, oh, I don't have to pay attention, so I didn't. I was in the back playing my Lego Star Wars on my DS or Game Boy or whatever you want to call it. So I remember going to Tin Caps games growing up. Other than that, we didn't really visit Fort Wayne a whole bunch.
That's kind of what changed things was the stadium, and then it just kind of went from there. Just kind of took off.
Yeah, and I remember the, like prior to, and I don't want to bring in anything controversial. It's not necessarily controversial, but like when they built the new stadium for the Tin Caps, came just after when they had tried to build a downtown arena for the Comets, and it was
For
just one
hockey,
of those. It
yeah.
was too much pushback, and I mean things worked out.
There was a lot of pushback.
Oh,
for
there was
this-
so much
this,
pushback for the
Tin
stadium.
Caps.
Oh yeah, because I had just started on First News. So my moving into the morning, we used to do something called First News Feedback, where we would get viewer comments.
Oh, yeah, we used to have a Xerox machine out on the
Yeah,
set.
it would print out like, so we would get that out, and we never did like an official poll, but it was about seemingly, at least the people speaking up, probably like 80-20.
It was a loud minority of people, I think, that were against it.
And then the thing that I like more than anything is I've met a lot of those people since that happened. Obviously, when they were sending in the comments, I didn't know who they were, even though we made people say their name. But I met it where they're like, I was totally against this, and now I love it, and now it's like this is what I bring my family to. Like every time I have family in from out of town, they always go.
It made Fort Wayne what it is now, because it was kind of a sleepy town. It was kind of like the second to Naptown, which Indianapolis was, and then Indianapolis did their building first. It was a guy named Mayor Hudnut did the building. They put a zoo downtown. They had this Circle Center, and now it's even more so. I mean, they've put these beautiful hotels there, and of course Lucas Oil and all that stuff. But it started, and then Fort Wayne kind of got wind of it, and they're like, "Hey, we should start something." And then they went and looked at Dayton has a stadium downtown. It is very much like ours, and they kind of patterned our stadium after the Dayton Stadium, and it was a huge upgrade. I mean, the other stadium was okay. I mean, it was okay.
Yeah, it was a sterile type stadium.
It was
just
bleachers.
one of those,
It was like steel bleachers. It was
in concrete, and
yeah.
it was like this is.
It was
just
in the
such
back
an
of a
experience.
parking lot. I mean, it was the back of the Coliseum parking lot. So it wasn't really, this is so picturesque, and they've got food, and I mean, just it's world class. And then all of this downtown development started like blossoming. All these people started building downtown, and of course all the new beautiful apartments. And then I think that the other thing that really helped out is Promenade Park. I mean, that is just that's a world-class park. And I've had people from out of town come in, or my kids who don't live here anymore, they'll come back and they'll go, "Wow, that is such a cool park. I can't believe you guys have that now." And that really has, I mean, it's kind of an anchor to downtown too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just got to get out of my apartment more.
Yeah.
Yes, well, especially in spring. This is the time of year to do it. Like I'm on a walking kick, so I've been on it for about a month, and I've lost a couple of pounds. No, that's for the first time in my life. That's not like my goal.
Yeah.
Like I've always kind of been a yo-yo. This time I'm just like, okay, I'm trying to be more realistic. Younger me was very gung ho, and I would go on a weight loss quest, and I would really be committed until I fell off the wagon. Then I would get, so it's like this time I'm trying to just like slowly just get in walks. Plus, honestly, it's really good to clear your mind.
Yeah.
So in downtown Fort
And
Wayne,
clear your throat too.
we do that enough. But we love, once it gets warmer, to just drive into Fort Wayne and just walk around downtown. So the fact that it's right outside your door.
Promenade Park is a really
Honestly,
good place to walk.
Yeah, I was also like right across the street from Greenfest. Like
What's Greenfest?
the St. Patrick's Day thing.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's like right across the street.
I thought
from
you
my
were talking like a
apartment.
bit. I was like, Greenfest. That
No,
sounds
yeah,
like something I would like.
The St. Patrick's Day Fest. I'm like, crap, I gotta be at work at midnight. Dadgummit.
Yeah, that is the drawback. Sadly, I was ill this year during all of the St. Patrick's. I was under the weather from Saturday through Tuesday, Wednesday. So
Yeah.
I feel like I want to declare today St. Patrick's Day, the unofficial St. Patrick's Day, because it's going to be mid-60s, which is 40 degrees warmer than I think it was on St. Patrick's Day.
It was cold
this
on
year,
it. Was
right?
in the 20s. It was like 23, I think was our
It was
high that
23 here.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's crazy. It was just like, oh my gosh.
Again, I was out of town. I was in Virginia this last week.
So, what were you doing there?
Well, I actually got some photos. It's the Bryce did a thing.
Bryce did it. Bryce is the slug man.
So
Slug man is the title of a story.
my
for
girlfriend,
those that don't know.
well, my no longer girlfriend, has a family friend who owns a lake house in Virginia. And we stayed there for a week. This is actually near their dock. I was like, oh, I want to take a cool photo, and I tried to get my phone down on the floor. I actually should have taken a photo of the lake house. It's a massive lake house. And while we were there, I met a guy. Well, the guy who owns the house. His name is Merlin, and he got really into lattes a couple of years ago, and he got like his espresso machine there. And I'm like, oh, okay. His name is Merlin. He's really into coffee. I'm just going to start calling him the Coffee Wizard, and then somehow that caught on. So now everyone calls him the Great Coffee Wizard of Virginia, even though he lives in Maryland.
So this is his vacation house?
Yeah, his vacation house. And I attempted latte art. It's a lot harder than you'd think.
It is.
And I only had like a week to really nail it down. But as you can see here, I finally got the foam to float on top.
So that wasn't his?
No, this was me trying to practice things. And then when I was there, I also, if you want to go to the next photo, I proposed to my girlfriend.
Oh, okay, so you said
Oh,
no
so we
longer
thought,
girlfriend.
yeah,
I
we
was
thought,
like,
oh,
shit,
no, they broke up.
No, she's my fiance now.
Well, congratulations.
I did.
Wow.
I did that on purpose. I'm a.
that was well done.
I'm a little
You
rascal.
built it. You built it up
Congratulations.
very
Yeah.
well.
And who is your now fiance?
Her name is Joelle.
Joelle.
Yeah.
Joelle.
Yeah,
Joelle.
she's just finishing up. She has one more semester left of college, and then we're planning on getting married at some point next year. We haven't nailed down a date yet.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how did you get this photo? How did you? Because that
so
a lot
I-
goes into that.
Yeah, no. So I had spent nearly a year planning this engagement. I learned about the coffee house from her mom, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I just got to make her think that I need to get to the lake house for a completely different reason. So for months I was begging her, hey, can I meet the coffee wizard? Can I meet the coffee wizard? Please, can I meet the coffee wizard? And eventually I wore her down enough. She's like, fine. We'll use my spring break. I'll go to Virginia.
So did you actually stay in the house?
Yeah, we did.
With Merlin?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a massive 3-story house, a massive basement,
Wow.
middle floor, and then the top floor.
Wow.
I think there's like 2 or 3 bathrooms on
You
each
should
floor
run
too.
a B&B out of it.
I do. It's insane.
Has its own coffee wizard.
Yeah, coffee wizard, latte machine. Nice deck too. Kayak and boat and jet skis. But
So it's on like a huge lake too?
yeah, Lake Anna. It's like I forget what. It's a man-made lake for like a nuclear power plant that's near there. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was working on this whole proposal engagement scheme for about a year, working with her mom, trying to make sure she didn't find out, and it got to the point where she was like, dude, just buy me the ring, propose. I'm sick of waiting. I'm like, listen, I just be patient. And I would fool her by pulling up the ring website and acting like I hadn't ordered it yet. Just being all around a little gremlin.
Being a gremlin.
Being a gremlin.
I've not heard that term.
So she had no idea it was coming. And how I got the photo, her friend, her longtime best friend, wanted to come on vacation for a little bit. I was like, okay, cool. So we have this dance date planned. You want to take photos of that? I know my girlfriend, my fiance loves
Did you say
taking.
dance date?
It was a dance date. It was the whole scheme was I was going to propose before the day. I had scheduled a dance date. Like this was on the docket for a while, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to propose before the dance date, so then we can have some time to calm nerves and just be by ourselves. So her friend came in and I was like, hey, you want to take photos of this? And she's like, sure. And she had no idea either. So she was also trying not to cry behind the camera as Joelle, like her eyes went wide. I'm like, oh, she's like, this is actually happening. I'm like, yeah, it is.
Well,
And that's how I got that
congratulations.
photo. And then 2 days later, we actually had another couple who was at the lake house took professional photos. So,
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we got a whole lot of photos.
Dolly Parton wrote a song about that. Joelle.
I think it was Jolene.
No, it's Joelle.
It's Jolene.
In Greg's head, it's Joelle.
Yeah.
In everyone else's head, it's Jolene.
Yeah.
It is a great song.
It is a fun song. I'll grant you that.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, breaking news. We need to have like a big wedding announcement here. So, well, that's great because Morning Coffee is now the place to come and reveal the stuff.
So-
we had Adam and Taylor
Yeah.
on talking about their engagement surprise, the way that they did that. It's not easy to pull that surprise.
What, are you going to go to your honeymoon at Merlin's house?
That's an option. It's going to be very cheap.
That'd be kind of cool.
It would be kind of cool. But she actually wants to go to Wisconsin.
Wisconsin?
There's like an island. One of her favorite artists wrote a song about an island in Wisconsin. I'm like,
near the Dells or something? Or?
I honestly don't remember.
Okay.
You're going to have to look it up.
I know. I'm going
I'll have to
ask
talk to the Wisconsin expert about that.
Yeah.
Ethan probably knows about
But
it.
she's like, I would like to go there. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, we can look into that. And now we have about a year and a half to fully plan everything and rock.
Is she from this area then?
No, she is from Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been a long distance relationship for the entire time we've been dating.
So where are you guys going to live after the?
She's thinking about trying to move up here. We'll move into
Okay.
my apartment, and then from there we'll figure it out.
Cool.
Our long-term goal is to eventually move out west, like Montana or Wyoming.
Montana's a good state. I've lived in both those states, and
He's got a cowboy hat you can borrow.
I like Montana better than Wyoming, but
He named one of his sons Montana.
yeah, Montana's a great place.
Okay. Yeah, and also I didn't know this until like 2 days ago, but apparently I have like distant relatives out in Wyoming, so I can.
The western side of Wyoming is very nice. Eastern side around Casper and Cheyenne not so much. But the western side is gorgeous.
Yeah. So we'll figure that out when we get there. Eventually, I mean, we're going to travel there first before we actually move, because that's a big life decision.
You're
and
not
we're,
here to give us cues, though.
Yeah.
We got to get out of this.
Oh, we got to get out of this.
Yeah.
We still have 4 minutes.
Oh, we do? Oh, never mind. I thought it was 8:20. Never mind.
It is 8:20. Yeah.
This is the 4 minute
4-minute warning.
that you give us.
Yeah.
Yes. Never mind.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna you are gonna get, it was a year and a half, you said?
Yeah, year and a half. She
Where-
wants to finish up school.
Where are
and
you
then-
gonna get married?
That we're also still
Greg's
trying to figure
nailing
out.
down all these details.
We've looked at a couple of venues. There's the Sunken Gardens in Huntington.
Oh, that's cool.
I love the Sunken.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And then,
Beautiful at Christmas time.
Yeah. And then there's the Matter Park in Marion, which has not only an indoor venue, but also a stage outside, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. Probably the nicest part of Marion, Indiana, if I'm being completely honest.
You really gotta plan from the weather guy. You gotta have alternative plans inside.
Yeah, that's the kind of reason why we're trying to, why we're still looking. Again, like, we haven't nailed down a date yet, so we're just still trying to figure out budget, location, and you know. So there's a lot we still need to figure out, but I'm not too worried about it because I'm not the one in charge of planning this time. I get to take a break.
Well, that's good. Have you seen the movie Love Actually?
Sounds familiar.
It's with Hugh Grant, and it's around Christmas time. But it's just, there's a great, you were bringing up Wisconsin. So there's a character in there. They're from England, and they want to go to the States because they think their accents, like they're sort of like average guys, as you would say, that they considered themselves, but they thought in the States with their accents that they would be able to meet the ladies. And so he's like, where are you going in the United States? I'm going to Wisconsin.
To Wisconsin?
And it works out quite well for him. So it's kind of, and it's a great
With all
movie.
the people saying the flags and dragons and all the bags.
But that's I don't know if it's on Netflix or not. I think it is.
I can
But you should look it up. It's a great movie.
I'll Google it during
It's
break.
it's my family
Some people
watch it every
like
Christmas.
at Christmas. Yeah, it's kind of a Christmas movie. It could be any time.
But it plays anytime.
So it's like
but
Die,
it's
so it's like Die Hard.
Yeah, but it's not.
I've never
It's
seen
not-
Die Hard all the way through, which is crazy.
It
for
could, it
my
could be
age
considered a Christmas movie because it takes place around that, but like you can watch it any time of year.
Right, yeah.
It's like Die Hard in that sense. I'm not saying Love Actually.
It's
like Die Hard.
it's a comedy.
Yeah.
group. It's a really good movie. Like it's one of those like it's a well done, funny, but also a little some serious line.
It's a rom-com.
Yeah, it's a really good. Really
The
good
guy
one.
that sings is very funny.
See, I think the last rom-com I actually remember seeing was The Wedding Singer.
Oh, that's a pretty good one.
From Adam Sandler.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was. It's like dad humor for me.
You can't go wrong with Adam Sandler.
I did. It depends on the movie. Happy Gilmore too, though. The Happy Gilmore movies are great. I actually did enjoy those. They got Scotty Scheffler out on Happy
Oh,
Gilmore
was he
2.
on that one?
Yeah, like all the famous golfers. It was.
A lot of cameos.
I
a lot of
think
great
Adam
cameos.
Sandler taught Scotty Scheffler how to punch in that movie. I'm like, this is.
Well, I
This
mean,
is a
you
trip.
got the Bob Barker moment in the first one, which is iconic.
Yeah.
Because Bob Barker's like the nicest guy in the world, and I think he kind of enjoyed that scene.
Yeah.
Because he got to be somebody else. that was iconic.
All right, Greg. Now is the time.
Now
Greg,
is the
let's take
time.
a
We
news.
didn't get the
you
Bryce
want to toss
cue.
it to the news break,
Okay.
Greg?
All right. It's time. It's wonderful. It's coming up. News and weather.
You're watching local coverage you can count on. This is Wayne 15 First News.
Good morning, I'm Pat Hoffman. Dozens of concerned residents gathered to learn more about how to fight a proposed quarry to southwest Allen County. Last night's meeting was the first organizers have held. The goal was to inform neighbors about the quarry itself, the decision-making process behind it, and ways to get involved with the cause. Residents have shared concerns about health risks to people and wildlife, environmental impacts, the impact on school districts, and property values.
It's the most important. I mean, I think it's the only tool we really have, especially, most of us are just neighbors, right? And we're just trying to figure out how to go about this. And so it feels a little bit like David versus Goliath. We hope it's not that way. So we're just partly trying to network and just see how would we go about this.
You can read what other neighbors had to say and how Southwest Allen County Schools is reacting to the proposal now on Wayne.com. Work has started on a $9 million improvement project on Illinois Road. It involves resurfacing Illinois from Magnavox Way to West Jefferson Boulevard. Crews will also make improvements to 4 intersections, add new curbs, stormwater improvements, and traffic signal upgrades. The project includes an almost 2-mile trail extension from Rock Hill Park to the intersection of Illinois and Getz Road. Periodic traffic delays and lane closures are expected through the fall of 2027. You can learn more about the project during a public meeting this afternoon. That will start at 3 in the basement Omni Room at Citizen Square.
Traffic Tracker 15 is brought to you by the O'Daniel Auto Group. Get free maintenance on certified used cars and a 3-month, 3,000-mile limited warranty.
Bluffton Road has southbound lane closures between Old Trail and Winchester Roads. Crews are installing a new natural gas line. That work is expected to be finished April 20th. And Powers Hamburgers is offering $1,000 and free sliders to whoever brings its most recent vandal into police custody. Powers shared this footage with Wayne 15 of vandalism that happened Sunday night. This is the second time in less than 5 months that Powers has had multiple windows smashed. The incidents seem isolated to Powers, and staff say they are concerned about safety. We're told there have never been thoughts about relocating the restaurant, but that has now become a conversation. All right, here's Greg with the forecast.
Well, we do see skies that are going to be mostly cloudy through the morning. Some sunshine, especially late this afternoon. Biggest news for today, those warm temperatures with highs in the upper 60s. Now, we do see clouds overnight. It is not going to be as cold with those highs today right around 67 degrees. Overnight low down to 54. Highs upper 70s tomorrow. Tomorrow night, especially around 8, 9 o'clock, we could see some strong or severe thunderstorms and highs in the upper 70s during the day. Lower 40s on Friday, upper 40s Saturday, lower 60s on Sunday. Now, we are going to look for temperatures back into the 70s to end March and begin April.
We'll have to see if we have any more breaking news in the second half of Morning Coffee.
News.
If you're just joining us
We got to
on
get an
this
open on it.
Wednesday morning, we broke news.
news.
Breaking news from Morning
Bryce
Coffee.
broke news that he got engaged while he was in Virginia.
Yep.
It wasn't on St. Patrick's Day, was it?
It was on St. Patrick's
It was,
Day.
it was on St.
It
Patrick's
was on St.
Day.
Patrick's
Well, there you
Day.
go. You got a reason to celebrate St. Patrick's Day every year now.
Yeah.
So, congratulations on that. That certainly caught us by surprise. You have an art of storytelling because you said it's like, yeah, I went on vacation with my now ex-girlfriend. And we're like, oh, okay, this is awkward. And then it's like, because now she's my fiance.
Yeah.
So that was good.
And actually, we're planning on, oh my word, we have a horrible habit of misleading people, especially our friends on social media. One of the first shows, before we were dating, this is a side story, if you don't mind. Before we were
That's
dating.
what Morning Coffee is.
It's a side story.
It's a side
Before we
story.
were dating, my mom, she got us tickets. She got me and my brother, his girlfriend, and my girlfriend at the time, before I started dating Joelle, tickets to go see Hadestown in, I think, in Bloomington, Bloomington, Indiana. And I had, but a couple months before then, I had broken up with her for external reasons. And I was like, oh crap, now we have this extra ticket. I don't know who to take. I don't know who to, bring. I don't want to let this money go to waste. So I call H&M. She was the last person I called on a list of like 10 people. It's like, hey, you want to come see Hadestown? It's a free ticket. And she's like, yeah, sure, I'll go. And we go there. It was a very fun experience. And then after we started dating, she went to London this last summer, saw Hadestown again. Okay. And I said, hey, wouldn't it be really funny if you had posted something like on Instagram saying, yeah, this is the first show I saw with my now boyfriend, but unfortunately we couldn't see it together again, and make it seem like we had broken up. She did that. I paid, and just like, I'll give you $10 if you do that. And she did it. And it was like this, Instagram stories, they have like 30-second segments of like, you can just kind of scroll through what people post. She went on this whole long dramatic monologue explaining why we weren't together and making it seem like we had broken. I need to find it. I should have found that during the break. I don't know. I was thinking about it. And she made everybody so mad. It's like, one of my friend Jacob said, I hate you. Texted that to her. Whoa. And she lost her crap laughing.
Like you did when we told you about garbage. We
Yeah.
should clip that out.
Yeah.
The laugh track from Bryce has never been to Cindy's Diner, which is going to change.
It's going to change this
He's
week.
never heard of the famous dish from Cindy's, garbage, which prompted. That was one of the lengthier laughs I think I've heard.
At a French
No, it's
restaurant,
funny.
it's garbage.
It's so funny.
If it were a classy restaurant, it'd be garbage.
Garbage.
It's
You're
just
saying
garbage.
Cindy's isn't classy?
Well, it's classy. It's just it's a
classic
small
and
breakfast
classy.
restaurant. But if it was a fancy French restaurant, it would be garbage.
And the thing
the
that's
French.
equals the food is the people. The people makes the experience. So like that's when you walk in there, you just feel like you're in your home. You know what I mean? You're in a very comfortable type. They know most everybody that kind of walks through the door, and if they don't know you, they'll get to know you quick because you're kind of like at almost at a big dinner table. But,
Ask for Brat when you go.
Ask for Brat.
She's probably the one cooking. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. No, I feel that, but there's an old cafe near my college that I used to go to every day, and it was like I walked in and said, hey, you want the regular? I'm like, oh, yeah, I do. I walked in every day, always got like a nice mocha.
Okay.
Yeah. It got to the point where the owners are like, yeah, just go sit down.
We know what you want.
We know your credit card information, you're good.
That's always good. Well, we had was National Cheesesteak Day yesterday.
I was kind of curious about this.
And in Philadelphia, they celebrate National Cheesecake Day by setting a Guinness World Record. So
Cheesecake or cheesesteak?
cheesesteak. Did I say?
Steak.
Did I
You
say
said
cake?
cake, yeah.
Okay, because I'm always thinking cheesecake. Because when is National Cheesecake Day? We need to look that up.
I'm going to Google that right now really quick. if
But
y'all
yeah,
don't
so
mind.
they obliterated the old record, which I think was like 500, but they had like over 1,200.
So is there cheese on top of the meat? Is that why it's called
Yeah.
a cheesesteak?
Yeah, it's like American cheese or something. I have a buddy who used to live near Philly.
Okay.
1,291 sandwiches lined up at the airport, and the old record had been 500. So
They doubled it. Okay, that's crazy.
and when everyone's always trying to set a record. It's kind of cool. Guinness requires you to actually, people have to eat that food or it has to be donated. So that's good. You can't just make this giant thing. I make some pretty
Honestly,
mean
that-
cheesesteaks on my Blackstone.
Dude, cheesesteaks are great.
It's fun. Like
Oh, have you ever
it's
cooked in
something-
a Dutch oven before?
I have not.
Oh, dude, I made some bomb chicken noodle soup this weekend. One of those things.
Nice.
It was like a
What exactly is a Dutch oven?
I don't know. It's like the way my future mother-in-law described it, like brought it, it was like this like tiny square grill, like no joke, like about the size of this,
Okay.
a little shorter than this table, and then it's a giant black cast iron pot thing. You put it over the fire, and it's basically just cooking over like a charcoal oven in a giant pot.
Okay, well apparently my better half says that we have 2 Dutch ovens.
2 Dutch ovens.
And I didn't know they were Dutch ovens.
Yeah.
But I know they're nice and they're expensive because it's like these were both like gift type thing. Le Creuset, one's a big one, one's
Yeah.
a smaller one. But I didn't know they were necessarily Dutch ovens.
Yeah.
But
No, cooking. I actually really enjoyed cooking in that thing this week.
yeah,
I just-
yeah, it's great. We use them a lot.
Dude, cooking
So-
is awesome.
Sorry, better half. I didn't realize we had 2 Dutch. Greg, do you have a Dutch oven?
No. I have a Swedish one, but not a Dutch.
A Swedish oven.
Some guy gave it to me. He's like, I didn't understand it.
Like,
I just put that.
all the numbers and letters written in gibberish.
Yeah.
Did it come with a
Swedish
complimentary photo
Yeah.
of Swedish Chef?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
You open it up.
So another thing from First News, we have new quarters coming out. What's going on with this? We have for the
America's 250th.
250th birthday.
Yeah.
New
Whose
quarters.
picture is on them?
There's
Is it still
5 of
Washington? Oh, okay.
them. Checking it out here. Limited edition U.S. coins, including 5 new quarter designs.
You can go to Aldi with that, by the way.
These were unveiled at Mount Vernon, President Washington's home, the historic home. Features Washington, of course.
Oh, there we are.
And a soldier at Valley Forge. And then, Bryce, there's not the second half of this info.
Oh.
But anyhow, there's, I think there's Lincoln,
I think
Madison.
I did
So
take,
it's like-
I took out the side.
Dead presidents.
Yeah.
That's generally with coins on it.
Yeah.
But yes, so new coins, new quarters to celebrate 250 years. I remember being a little kid, and you hear about the 200th and all that kind of stuff. It's like, oh my gosh, it seems like America's been around forever. And it's like then the older you start to get, it's like, oh, that's really not long at all. 250 years sounds like a lot to a kid, but the older you get, it's like, ooh.
Barely-
We had the
barely
bicentennial,
Yeah, and that's
1976.
But you start looking at some of those, European countries and things like that. It's like, okay, we really are still an experiment, so to speak.
Yeah.
So I like
yourself.
these koala supermom. That was, I think, our kicker on First News, if you caught us.
Yeah.
But apparently, koala moms like to help out other moms.
Oh.
So this is at a zoo in Australia, and this is Ariel holding 3 little Joeys, her own, Alan, and her friends' Joeys, Muffin and Twinkie. And apparently this is a common thing with koalas. So koala moms, or super moms, as they like to say, like to help out the other moms. So Ariel's giving another mom a little break by carrying around her little Joeys. So that's really cool. I didn't know that about. And just that little look on their face.
Have you ever seen that viral video? And there's guys named it's like done by British people, and it's about animals talking back and forth. And one of them's Alan, and this guy, Alan,
Greg,
Alan.
Greg,
Alan.
1 year. This was many years ago. This was early in my First News tenure. Greg
Alan.
saw one of his earliest viral videos, and when Greg gets into something, it's like every morning was.
We had an
Alan,
employee
Alan.
named Alan.
Yeah. And he was on camera, so he
Right.
was like in the
And
studio.
sometimes-
so Greg, for probably
Sometimes
a
he
year.
would fall asleep.
Greg.
Like during the broadcast, or
That's
He-
not
he had
supposed to
sleep
say
apnea.
something like that,
Oh.
Greg.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault, but
Greg always says things on Morning Coffee where it's like, Greg told us about his.
it was kind of funny.
It was funny
So
like the first
I'd go,
100
Alan,
times. He's like, Alan.
Alan.
But yeah, so the koala bear super mom, that's cool. My mom needed that with 7 kids. She needed
7?
another. Yeah, I'm the 7th.
wow.
6 boys, 1 girl. So
See,
yeah, mom could use a koala. Although then we grew up in a very tight knit neighborhood, which is kind of cool. So I mean, everybody sort of looked after everybody. So I guess she had that. They just didn't physically carry us the way the koalas
Yeah.
carry their joeys.
Same thing in my family. I'm the first of 4 boys, and I have 1 older sister.
Okay, so that's a
Yeah.
pretty big family.
Yeah, pretty big.
That's pretty big. A lot of mouths to feed.
Yeah. A lot of teenagers.
Did you guys like eat dinner at the? Greg, did you guys grow up like eating dinner at as a family? Because
Yeah.
we definitely did.
Yeah.
Seems like with most households being 2 working parents nowadays, it's harder to do that and to get everybody all together. But we always had I lived next to the school, and we were the last house on the corner, so my mom could open up the window in the kitchen and just yell out the window for any of the kids that were out on the plane. It was kind of embarrassing where it's like, Pat, time to come eat. It's like if you didn't respond, then Dad would yell, and then you
Then you booked
would
it.
run home.
Yeah, no, I don't know, with Mom being a full-time college professor and then my stepdad being a farmer, it was, the times we did eat at the table as a family were pretty rare. I mean, they're
What was your
fun.
mom a professor in?
She still is a professor.
Oh, cool.
She teaches journalism and multimedia communication
Oh,
at Indiana
cool.
Wesleyan.
So you kind of like fell right into this.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I actually had my mom as a professor for my entire college career.
Really?
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
No. No, I love my mom. I love my mom. Professor Smelser is a different beast. different personality. I mean, same personality. It's like,
But she was, I mean, was she fair? Like with your grading and stuff like that?
I don't
Choose
know.
your next
I
words
think
carefully.
if anything, she was a little bit harder on me.
And that's common.
I'm like, I mean, and to be fair, I did tick her off a lot during class because I was, once again, trying to be a gremlin.
Where's this gremlin thing come from? Because that's a term I've not heard.
It was a movie.
It was a car.
It was
when
a
I
movie.
a kid.
Yeah.
And it was
My
just-
brother had a gremlin.
It was
Yeah,
a.
you know.
It was a. Was it Spielberg?
There's
Gremlins?
Yeah. No, it wasn't Spielberg. It was some other
Okay,
guy.
I've heard that. Gremlins. That was a big movie, right?
It's just,
Yeah, oh
it's,
yeah, it was
it's
a classic.
It's my way
Some
of
people
just
think
saying
of that as a Christmas movie too.
You were a brat.
It was just being a little, yeah, a brat, just trying to be annoying for the sake of being annoying.
I had a super brat T-shirt. I wore it too proudly. I'm not proud of it anymore. But when I was a kid, I was proud.
No, I just have a weird sense of humor where I think when I'm in, it's weird. I like annoying people I care about. Unfortunately, my mom's like, dude, you can't do that. I'm like, well, why not? And she said, because we're in class and I'm going to kick you out. I'm like, oh, okay, I actually need to pass this class. And she said, yeah, you do. So sit down and shut up.
Yeah.
I wasn't an awful college student.
Gremlins were something that if you pour water on them, they turn into this
Yeah.
terrible thing. They're like really nice. I'm not saying anything
Like
about-
Bryce in class.
Yeah, they're really, really sweet, and they were warned. This kid that got one, he was warned by this Chinese guy that gave him the gremlin, do not get this near any water ever. And of course, they got into water, and then they turned into these terrible.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I've definitely seen.
It's funny in a way too.
Yeah.
I've not seen the movie, but I have. I saw promotion for the movie. So.
Yeah.
But I had never heard the term like I was being a gremlin. So.
Nah, it's not.
They had other words for that when we were
Yeah.
little.
And the ones
May
I,
have started
the ones
with
I
an
would,
S
the ones
and
that are
ended
more
with a
apt,
T.
the more descriptive terms are more apt terms are 4 letters and should not be said on air.
Yes.
So
That's never stopped us here at Morning Coffee.
I just
But,
self censorship.
That's good. That's actually a good thing to have and advised for career longevity.
Yeah. No, but like I said, I wasn't a horrible college student. I just sometimes I just wanted to annoy mom because, she's, she's like, come on.
Now, did you do that with other teachers too?
I did it in different ways with other professors.
Okay.
I had this, my advisor before he retired, named Dr. Perry. He's a very political guy, so we would just say little things in class, and he'd just go off on tangents. I'm like, no, so we don't have to do any work today. This is great. Granted, I don't think any of us agreed with his political opinions, but it was still fun to listen to.
Okay.
Yeah. It was mainly. Oh, and then we had Discount Jack Black as a theater professor. Stephen Wood. Okay, if you just think early Jack Black and make him 40 without changing. That's just great value. Jack Black. His name is Steve Wood. He teaches at IWU. He's
IWU.
IWU. He's a lovable nut job. His office, no joke, functions as his toy collection room. I'm talking wall-to-wall, Star Wars memorabilia, Lego. I think as a joke, we got him a Minecraft action figure from the live-action movie that came out last year. And you put that right next to a Spider-Man figurine, who's also right next to Jesus. And it's this man is crazy. But he's really good at what he does. He teaches theater, really good writer. It's just it's really hard. his ADHD is so bad. He thinks he tells you something, and then he doesn't, and it's just a whole lot of miscommunication happens as well. But he's a fun guy to be around. Again, if you ever go to IWU, just ask for Jack Black, and people know what you're talking about.
Tell him Bryce sent you. Say hi to Bryce's mom.
Yeah.
So did your mom have other professors that were her friends that kind of, or maybe they weren't? And
Coworker
they didn't
friends?
They didn't want you in the class.
It's like I saw this kid growing up. I don't want him in my class. It's like
No,
this little gremlin.
this little gremlin. She had. Once again, I really only had my mom and Dr. Perry for professors when I took communication classes. The gen eds and theater were Dr. Wood, and the gen ed professors I didn't really talk to. So
Dr. Wood, I presume.
yeah, Dr. Wood. He looks like Jack Black. It's again crazy. I wish I knew I was talking about this. I actually have photos of him.
So it's a pretty small college then.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
small private Christian college. Yeah, nothing too crazy.
I know it has branches all over. I mean, there's
Yeah,
because there's a Wesleyan here.
Yep. Yeah, they were actually one of the first pioneers of like online schooling. That's what actually got them really big. And then with everything else, it's like, oh, now the school's actually kind of struggling financially a little bit, from what I recall. Though having a football stadium has helped, getting a football team up and running. I think that was like 2019. They got that. Yeah. Yep. Thanks.
We got a fellow IWU behind the wall.
Brent went there,
Brent
yes.
Gooden.
Yeah.
Guys, I know it's IWU, but I never really thought of it as IWU.
I'm not saying the W. It doesn't. I don't. It's
IWU.
too much
I like
effort.
it.
It's too much. It's not worth it. Just say IWU.
So I'm excited because baseball season starts today.
Oh, it does.
One game, I think it's the Yankees and somebody. But I think the season is a sign of the times. It kicks off on Netflix.
There's
which
only
is-
one game.
Goodness.
I think
Today?
one game today.
Okay.
I should look up who they're playing. Because the Reds always used to have the traditional first game of the season in Cincinnati. It was just a long-held tradition. But
Yeah.
television, Mega Millions / billions changed all that. But I should see who they're playing. Because watch, if they're playing the Reds, I'll feel bad. But let me look that up.
Reds are National League, but I guess that doesn't mean anything.
Well, yeah, they do interleague now, but I don't think it is the Reds. But let's see.
I think it's something about the New York Yankees and the Giants. San Francisco Giants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's who they
San
play.
Francisco Giants.
They're playing the Giants, I believe, in San Francisco.
Oh.
My Tigers open up tomorrow in San Diego.
San Diego.
Do you have a baseball team?
No, I'm not a big sports guy.
That's interleague too, because San Diego is a National League team. They're the Dodgers' nemesis.
So the Dodgers, Shalpy's world champion, two-time defending world champions, looking for a three-peat. Can we say that? Didn't Pat Riley trademark that? Can we say three-peat?
Well, it's in LA.
Probably
so
get in
you
trouble.
can.
I think the Dodgers may not open up until Friday against the Diamondbacks, unless I'm missing them on the Thursday schedule. No, they open up tonight as well. They're on they're on the Peacock.
Who they play?
The Diamondbacks.
Oh, okay.
So Tigers, Padres, Tarek Skubal, probably future Dodger, because the Dodgers are going to be the only one that can afford them. Maybe the Mets or Yankees. I don't know.
Yeah. See, I've never really been a big sports guy. It's, whatever's on TV is like, okay, I'll watch it and I'll get into it then. But even then, it's like I enjoy it, but like not enough to actively follow.
You should go. Have you ever been to a Cubs game?
No, because I'm poor.
Oh, but I mean,
It is very expensive
yeah,
to go to a Cubs game.
If you ever get the chance, you should go, just because of the atmosphere.
No, yeah, go
it's
into
in
a
the
light.
middle of it's kind of in the. It's not in the middle of town because it's north of town, but it's in the middle of Wrigleyville, and it's just a lot of atmosphere. And people walk to the games. I mean, a lot of people are walking to the games because there's absolutely no parking there. You have to park miles away.
Well, I told you when we went there one time, we saw people moving a car. The people that were in charge of the street parking.
Yeah.
Not the city.
My son
It
lives
was
2
just
blocks from
neighborhood
there.
controlled.
You can't.
That person didn't pay.
Yeah, you can't
These
park
monsters
anywhere.
just picked up and moved his
Oh
car out.
my gosh.
Yeah, if I didn't see it with my own eyes, I would be like,
They,
there's no way.
in Chicago, they'll tow like 3 cars at once, one tow truck. I've never seen anything like it, but they'll have 3 cars connected to the tow truck and tow them away. They don't hesitate. But yeah, everybody walks to the stadium, and it's just a really cool atmosphere to watch a game in because it's so old too.
Yeah, no, I like going to I like going to sports games like live. It's like, oh, you know, I actually have a reason to get in there. But like when you're sitting on the couch watching on TV, I'm like, this is okay, I guess.
It's
You know,
not the same.
it's just like
isn't the
I would
same.
much rather watch it in person, and I
Yeah.
would if my schedule allowed and if my budget allowed.
Did you fill out a bracket for March Madness? Did you fill out the morning coffee bracket?
I
don't think so.
completely forgot that was happening because I was too busy getting engaged.
Okay, all right, we'll give you.
He was
I filled
engaged
out
in
one, but
other
I didn't
things.
fill out the right one. I filled out First News,
Oh
not.
my word, that wasn't even the craziest thing that happened this week. Now that
Morning
we're
coffee.
thinking about it. I woke up one morning, I found water leaking from the ceiling.
That's a problem.
It was a problem.
That is a problem. Did you get that taken care
We
of?
did. Oh my word. Sorry, I probably shouldn't get on that side tangent. The TLDR is like a water seal had broken loose in the upstairs bathroom. It was leaking through.
TLDR.
Too long, didn't read. Like the
Too long.
abridged. Like
Okay.
to make a long story short.
Okay, say it again. Too long,
Too long, didn't read.
didn't read. Okay.
So written out, it's like TL:DR.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Gen Z slang thing. No, yeah. So I woke up one morning, saw water dripping from 2 light bulbs in the kitchen.
Ooh.
Light bulbs.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
dripping from the light bulb specifically.
That sounds like a movie.
That's like not great. And
No.
we call a plumber. He's like, oh yeah, no, a water fitting had worn down in the upstairs bathroom, completely soaked my fiance's room's carpet.
Oh, no.
And so they had to tear out the carpet. They had to break through the drywall and reseal everything.
Oh.
Yeah. And I think this week they're getting everything recarpeted and getting the drywall fixed. But you know, for good, and we wake up in the morning, it's like, oh crap, we can't use the water. We don't know if like there's going to be an electrical fire because of where the water's dripping from the ceiling.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was
And
expensive.
I completely forgot to eat that morning too, so I was extra grouchy. I think the first thing I had that morning after everything was resolved was like it's just a full bowl of Colby Jack shredded cheese. Eating that thing like a rabbit.
You have now brought up both Shoup children names.
Colby?
Colby.
Okay. I was about to say,
it's-
there's
it's-
no way you name your kid Cheese.
It's actually, I mean, his name is Cole, but his nickname has always been Colby.
Oh, it's just, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And now he wants
I've
to go
always
by
known him
Cole.
as Colby.
Everybody did, and then
That's
when
what
he-
you've always
after
said.
he graduated from college, he decided he was going to go with Cole.
Cole,
So
okay. So now I didn't even know this. So here, we're discovering new things.
it didn't make any. His family, everybody that knows him from like elementary school or high school or even college, they call him Colby because that's what he went by then.
Yeah.
And I even met Colby in San Diego. I went to a Tigers Padres game, and Greg's like, "Oh, my son's just gonna happen to be there." So I was able to meet the young Shoupster and get a picture with him at Petco Park, which is one of the great ballparks in Major League Baseball. If you ever get a chance to go, well,
Ride the red car.
What's that?
Ride the red car down there.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, okay. For the next time I get to San Diego. It's going to do it for Morning Coffee. We'll see you back here on Thursday. We'll see if we can break some more news.
We'll be engaging.